Source Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Thickosaurus podcast. My name is Anna, and these are my lovely co-hosts,
Michelle,
Molly,
and Melissa,
and Melissa.
and Melissa,
and Melissa. She says
and Marshall.
Oh my god. On today's episode, I just wanted to talk about something light. And I was thinking, what are some like really good memorable moments that we can kind of like fondly look back on or laugh/cry about, whatever. So I just, looked up some things on ChatGPT to help me. Not sponsored. And so one of my things is, let's see here. Oh, okay, I'm just going to randomly read some questions, and then you guys just answer whatever you want, okay?
Okay.
What's a totally random moment that lives rent-free in your head? You know what I just thought about?
What?
You want to talk about mommies? Anyway.
I had a memory in my head, but it's kind of mean.
Oh my god.
That lives rent free in my head. It's because Mom brings it up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So when we were younger, I don't know how old I was. I want to say maybe like 10, 12. I don't know. But old enough to know better. Or old enough to help. Okay. So my mom, we were outside and she was watering the plants. It's so evil of me. But I don't know. I just didn't do it. But anyways, she was watering the plants outside, and she liked to wear like those platform sandals.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're not high platform, but it's still a platform
Those
sandal.
foam
Like
sandals.
a good inch.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, inch or two. And so she was watering the plants, and for some reason I was standing like further behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe, I don't know, like maybe 3-4 feet behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was watering the plants, and behind her was one of our trees that my dad had planted. It was like an Asian pear tree.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't a fully bloomed tree, but it was still a pretty good sized tree kind of thing. I don't know what had happened, but I'm guessing maybe she slipped in her sandal or something. She slipped in her sandal and she fell, okay? But when she was falling, she was trying to grab onto that little itty-bitty tree. And so she's constantly bringing her arm out like this, like she's swimming in midair, trying to get that tree. She missed and she fell, like she rolled on the ground and the whole time just standing there watching her the entire time.
She stood like that one zombie lady picture. Like, look at her like, what is going on?
She was probably dozing, doing her usual thing where she stares into space and didn't even realize what just happened.
No, I
she
saw her.
realized. She
Yeah,
realized.
Like she saw it, but she was just like, "Oh."
And like I
no.
could have helped, but I sat there and watched the whole thing.
See, and you
To
thought
this
mine
day-
was bad.
And to this day, my mom's all, "Why did you help me?"
So she knew that you just stood there and watched her.
Well, I'm sure after she was done rolling, she saw Liz just standing there.
Yeah,
Probably laughing by then.
That's how long my mom was struggling.
She was like in
couldn't
the
help it.
air for a couple seconds.
It's okay because Karma got her back when we went rafting.
Oh my god.
And I didn't even help her either. I just sat there and laughed at her. like,
Molly's your karma because she does a lot of stuff where she just watch you.
Yes.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to help you when your whole head's in the water?
And history repeats itself.
It's either you or the raft goes bye bye.
I was just gonna say it's either you or me. And
No,
it's you.
it was because she's gonna save herself from the raft.
Yeah. Because when you got off, the raft started to go away, and I was like,
She got it.
She
She got
got
life
it.
jacket on.
we're not in deep water. But technically, she could have drowned, but that'd be sad.
Bro, that was grim. That got dark.
Like, the water was only up to like your shin.
You can still
like
drown.
me.
I know that's what I said. I was like, that'd be sad, but it was either life or death, or we're just abandoned there. in
Was
the
she not
other
wearing her
area.
life jacket? I thought she was.
No, because we were trying to get back onto the raft because we were leaving the bank.
Uh-huh.
I think we stopped to like play or like to eat or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to get onto the raft. Like, I think the last person, maybe, I don't remember what I was doing,
I don't know, but it was funny.
but I lost my balance off the raft, and I just
She just let herself
I
go,
just said, "God, take me."
and I was just like, and then started laughing, and that's when she lost her prize
And
possession.
then like everybody else was like, "You fell so slow. Why didn't you help yourself?" And I'm like, "Because I just said, God, take me. It's my time, my time."
I didn't even know that the other people were watching. I was just
So
front row.
everybody watched her.
I
I
don't
was
know.
not in the
I
same
think,
raft as her, so
no, I
that's-
think they already left, and I think us, and then the other three
was
that were
this
with
when
us.
you lost your sunglasses?
Yes.
No, I saw it happen, but I was not in the same raft.
Yeah, I think because we arrived first, and then they were slowly
She
coming.
was literally like,
you know how I slid on the water slide, and I just went.
yeah.
That was her.
She's sitting
off
on the
raft.
edge of the raft like this, and she just literally went really slow.
Yeah, I don't remember how you got into that. Was it because you're trying to get off, or
I think I was trying to get onto the raft, but I think maybe I had slipped or something because I was straddling the raft. And I don't know, maybe I slipped or something. Maybe my whole weight didn't get on.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt myself going backwards. And so I was, in my mind, I was like, don't be like Mom. There's nothing.
Wow, full circle moment, bro.
And so finally I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, Melissa, the water's not that deep, so just let go.
until
Let
she
go.
felt it?
Don't be like
Until
Mom.
this day, she still hasn't found sunglasses that are like
Yeah.
the ones she lost.
Yeah, I'm so pissed on that, but it's okay.
That actually leads us to our next question, which I'm not sure if you have a different one. Well, actually, let me go down the list. So that was your moment. So what is another random moment that the rest of you guys have that live rent free
I don't
In your
know.
head.
A lot of things with my
with their imagination?
imagination, everything. replays.
Okay, then for today or this week, what lived rent free?
Well, it's the first of the week, so I don't know. Nothing's on my mind right now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, when she did talk about that, I thought of the raft first,
Okay.
and then it just looped back to hers.
That's funny how it looped back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay, I wasn't there, but it's just a story that my siblings would talk about often. It happened a long time ago. It was in Owasso, Dad's little land that he had with that house. Oh my god!
There's so many.
But yeah, I wasn't there. But apparently, everybody was there to help around the land, right? Including, I guess you could say, our great uncle and his kids, who are technically our aunts and uncles or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, apparently, I guess what were you guys doing? Burning trash?
I think we're burning all the wood.
I don't think I was
wood.
there.
Oh, okay.
I heard the
extra
story.
wood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were burning extra wood in
I think
in the barrel.
They were cleaning the back of the land, and there was a
Yeah.
lot of wood that they had to get rid of.
Yeah, so they were burning all the old wood and stuff like that. And I guess some of the fire got out of the barrel and it was like catching the grass on fire. And one of our aunts who is like so unemotional. She was just standing there, and then she was just kind of like, fire, fire, fire. Like nobody is seeing this or hearing it. And so, who was it that started yelling?
I think it was one of her sisters.
Was it somebody? Oh, okay, one of her
I
other
think it was
sisters.
one of her other
Yeah, because
sisters.
I don't remember that. I just remember mom telling us about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, honestly, I was probably on the other side of the pile messing with the fire with the other aunts.
Yeah, I think it was like one of her other sisters came by and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And she looked and like in front of them was like on fire.
fire.
The grass was on fire. And that's when she was like, "Fire!"
I don't know if I want this person near me.
And it burned like I think the next day. I don't think I was there. The next day I came and I'm like,
Why
what
is there so
happened?
much black?
yeah, I was like, dang, that burnt. That
So
burned.
much char.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't there, but I could totally like picture everything like a movie. Her standing there and there's fire like and she's just like standing there and looking at me like fire. Fire. So yeah. that lives rent free in my head.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Well, for me, a totally random moment is just I like watching movies a lot. So a lot of the like quotes from like movies in the early 2000s I really like you know, like, you want to talk about mothers, you know, and stuff like that. So those are what I have in my mind, but we can let that lead us to the next question. If you guys have ever had a moment that felt like it belonged in a sitcom.
I don't know what that would define as.
Whatever you define it as.
I mean, like the moment, like what moment would be in a sitcom?
I would say that mine would be when that guy caught me when I was ice skating. I was in
Oh
like,
yeah, that was
he was really
that
cute.
was like a rom-com.
I was like-
moment.
I didn't know what to do because
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I was gonna hit my hand. I said, "Let Jesus take the wheel," too. And I fell backwards because I was like, "Oh God!" And he literally caught me moments before like my head
Yeah.
hit the ground, and I looked up, and then I was like,
Oh,
I was like, and then he was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." And then he helped me up. And then I was like kind of embarrassed. I was like, that was so embarrassing. So I went over to Melissa and one of our other friends, and I was like, this guy like helped me get up, and they were like, yeah, we saw
the whole thing.
And then I was like, yeah. And then I turned around and I'm looking for him, and I'm like, he's gone. What the heck? And that was the moment from like I got saved to when I skated over to where they were. It couldn't have been like maybe a minute.
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm like
like maybe 2 minutes.
no, the max. And I turned around and I'm like, he's gone. Was that in my head? And they were like, no, we saw. We saw. So that's my what is it? Sitcom moment. So
Aw.
girl, your sitcom moment might be when your mom came and dragged you out of prom.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Girl, you have a lot of
Yes.
sitcom moments. That or when you sneaked out of their window. Is that what you?
Yes, when I
Yes.
snuck out. Okay, yes.
Any of those, man. Talk about the rebellious daughter right there.
Again, I was the one who opened the doors, the way for everybody else.
Any one of those moments.
Yeah, y'all know those moments, you know. For those who don't know about that moment, it was just, it was a formal during high school that I wanted to go to. But of course, my parents would never let us go to any school functions like that. So I decided to sneak out and I went to the dance. And I was not even there like 30 minutes, like under an hour, I would say. And I'm sitting there slow dancing with Chow to a song. And I turn around and there my mother stands.
The record scratches.
Yeah. Yes, there my mother is standing, and she's all like, "Let's go home." It's like, "Let's go home, Michelle," and I'm just kind of like, "What is going on?"
First of all, I want to know how she knew.
That I snuck out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Who snitched? Just kidding.
It wasn't me because at this point I didn't know any of that.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly don't remember how they found out. I'm just assuming that they realized that I wasn't where I said I was going to be.
But
I
then
want
if
to
they
say that
wouldn't-
mom told us the story before.
how she found out.
But
Yeah.
it's been like a while, so I
I
can't
don't really
the
remember. I think
details.
we asked her about it one time, like a while back.
It just doesn't make sense logically. How you find out where Michelle is?
Well,
She's smart.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, I know that.
Here's the thing. I had our aunts, which is mom's sisters, help me get ready for this.
Oh.
But they didn't know
that she wasn't supposed to.
that I wasn't supposed to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, maybe she called around.
They're probably like, "Oh my God, your daughter's so pretty. You can go to the dance." And we're like, "What?"
Yeah, so I'm sure it's something like that. So, but yeah, I got in trouble for that. So it was dumb, to be honest, because it's kind of like, dude, I'm already out. You know, just leave me be. Jeez, just leave me out there, and then I'll come home, and then you can yell at me or punish me or whatever. But like, even when mom dragged me home, it's like dad didn't even talk to me. He didn't even look at me when I came through the door. He was just sitting on the couch watching TV.
And I remember you telling me too that you kind of fought mom, like you didn't really want to leave.
Yeah,
but
I
then
was-
Child
yes.
told you to.
Yes, we were arguing because I was super embarrassed, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Da-da-da. And then mom's all like, "It's time to go. Dad told me to come get you, so I'm coming to get you."
She lied.
I think that's what mom said too. I think mom had said that she had to go get you because she didn't want to get in trouble. I think from dad.
Dad, yeah.
Feel dad's wrath. And
You
so-
know why? Probably is that he probably made her. This is like twisted for me to think. He probably made her do it because it was her sisters that helped you get ready.
I don't know. Or either,
I
or
don't
it's
know.
more like, "That's your daughter. Why isn't your
Yeah,
daughter better
yeah.
behave? Go get your daughter." You know?
Yeah, something like that. I think that's what I remember mom was saying, that like she didn't want to go get Michelle, but I think she had to because
She'd rather have herself get Michelle than have dad
I don't know.
comes directly and causes a bigger scene.
Michelle was probably
I don't
ready
know.
to match the energy anyway.
I was, yeah.
She was like, "Whoever will come get me, I will match that energy."
Yes, yes. I don't know what it was, but I was just ready to throw down because I think it's because I was getting older and I was getting kind of like sick of that shit.
yeah.
So, but yeah, again, like I said, there was no point in coming to pick me up or pull me out of the dance like that because, yeah, dad didn't even look at me. He didn't talk to me. I was so pissed. I just went and locked myself in the bathroom the rest of the night.
Dang.
So, okay, yeah, that's my drama sitcom.
That's crazy. Mole, you have a sitcom moment? Trying to think. If she
I don't
has-
know. Can't really
Yes,
think of
I
it.
know.
Huh?
You know.
When you choked on that Swedish fish. That was really a sitcom moment because it was out of nowhere, wasn't it, Melissa?
I think so, yeah. Like we weren't sure it was
I
like
thought she was
real.
joking.
What was this?
Molly, feel free to share.
Wait, is it the one where we're in the car?
Yes.
Oh, so you choked more than once?
No, she only choked once, I thought.
I almost
I
did
know.
the second time, but
Oh
I
my God.
caught it. Okay. My throat had a.
That's
like,
why
do this
anytime
again."
that she like buys Swedish fish or has it, me and Liz look at each other like, "Girl, you better be careful."
No lesson learned. I have to bite. I have
You
to
do
eat-
bite
I have
me
to-
bedtime.
Yeah, I have to
sizes
eat it in
now?
half.
Okay.
Because
Go
if we
ahead.
eat a hole, then it's just gonna go.
Yeah, you can go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
be a
tell Michelle.
pelican.
She
It's just
doesn't
gonna
know.
go through. That's because I ate a whole Swedish fish, but I don't chew on it. I kind of just suck on it for a little bit,
Oh.
and it just went whoop,
It got really
too slimy.
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got
It
really
got too
smooth.
slimy, and I swallowed it. I was like, ooh. I swallowed the fish whole.
Well, it's either like I was driving or Melissa was driving because we were in the front and she was in the back, and all of a sudden I hear, I just choked on this fish. Like, that's all I heard behind me. And then me and Liz look at each other like, what?
It was like the bigger
bigger
regular
one?
size.
Yeah, it was yeah.
So I was just like, I almost died.
Yes.
God.
And she didn't say anything. She just said it after she survived. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I only panicked because I swallowed the whole thing whole, but I thought that I had complications, but just went right through. And I was just like, oh my god, I could have died.
That's scary because they're big. They're not small.
Yeah, unless you get the mini ones, but you could still choke on that.
I know. That's why whenever you have the fish, that's how I was like, Molly, please be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't want to perform the Heimlich maneuver.
Watch me go to or go to wherever my destination is, and be like, "How did you die?" I swallowed a candy.
I ate a fish.
Choked on a candy fish.
Yeah.
Okay,
my
so
God.
that leads us to the next question. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever done that somehow worked out?
Okay. I don't know.
I'm going to say for me that I don't have this because I don't have like the worst luck ever. I always am the one getting pulled over by cops for speeding 1 mile over. I'm always, it's not me. It's probably y'all. I have the worst luck.
Most ridiculous thing that I've done that worked in my favor?
If not two, we can pass on
It's
this one.
kind of like,
I was gonna like go to college.
Yeah, that can be.
yeah. I don't think I have anything like that because it's kind of like, look who our parents are. So
We couldn't do ridiculous things and get through with it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, next question then. What's a wrong place, right time story you've got? Wrong place, but the right time.
Oh.
Your screen is not paused. They just
Yeah.
the video's not paused.
We're loading. I don't think I have one. Wrong place, wrong time.
No, wrong place, right time.
Oh, right time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I don't know what that would entail. Wrong place, right time. Would that mean like that wrong place, like something's bad's happening, and right place is that you happen to show up and save whoever
I can
type of thing?
Yeah, I
I
could be
guess
like
so.
that.
Yeah.
Or
Oh. Nope, I don't think so.
No.
Our lives are not that exciting, so
wrong place, right time.
We don't
Yeah.
travel much or have adventures like that.
or like that much luck.
Okay. Well, let's pass out. All right. Have you ever laughed so hard you cried? What happened?
Well, Anna, we do that all the time.
all the
Yeah, I was like,
The last time was us laughing at the repo game. Well, we were laughing so hard. Was it
know.
repo that we were laughing so hard?
I think so. Yeah.
We love Repo right now. It's so good. I know. I'm trying to think though, like where I truly laughed so hard I cried. For me, I don't have control over my bladder. Sometimes it's like, oop, a little.
Yeah, I pee a little bit.
And I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
It literally happens like that. It's like a ah! That's how you know you had a really good time.
Oh
I think the one that keeps coming up to my mind is whenever we had that one college friend, and that was when Drake was at his height. I don't know what happened to the video. I saved it on Snapchat, but I can't go back. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway,
my god. Oh my god.
so I love this friend. She's so sweet. So we were like, so Drake was at his height. I feel like, in my opinion, and so we were drunk, of course, you know, drunk college kids, and then I recorded her and I said. I think I said something like, oh, it was because that one song that came out where Nicki Minaj said, I never effed Drake, I never effed Wayne, you know, all my life,
Yeah.
you know. F sick, and then that's when I went to her and I recorded her all drunk, and I'm like, hey, would you let Drake sleep with you, or would you sleep with him? And then she said she was so inebriated, she was like, no, there's a Drake sometime a pussy or something like that. Like shit, that's how she sounded like. And then I'm like, what?
And everything.
Yeah. And I'm like, what did you say? And then we laughed so hard, I almost peed my pants, and we were drunk too.
Yeah, it was funny.
And she was like, she repeated it again. It still sounded the same. I said, no one should chance, so much on my pussy. And I'm like, oh my God. And it like, I remember replaying that video over and over for a whole week.
Was this when we had makeovers on us too? Wasn't that like, even more funnier?
I don't know. It was just
Because
one of
we were
those
doing
nights.
like a blind makeup challenge too. So I think like her
Crazy makeup
I
on.
don't
she had
know.
crazy makeup on. I
Yeah.
think.
I don't know. I don't remember. It was just because I feel like nights over there where we lived, it was like we lost track of time a lot.
I think it was
so.
also because it was like finals week.
We stay up
Yeah,
with that friend.
Yeah, we
'cause-
stayed up with her
'cause
because she
she-
had like a bunch of like work study hours that she had
Yeah.
to do, and so we were like staying up the same time she was, and she was working from like the late night shift.
Yeah, I think
because
it was
the library
almost like
was 24
a
hours.
overnight shift kind of deal.
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I remembered. Like when
Yeah.
I was reading this question. So, what were you guys?
What was the question again?
It was
Laughed
have you
so hard that
have
you
you ever
cried.
laughed so hard you cried, and what happened?
I don't know. I feel like me must do that on the daily. At least like once a month.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
don't know. We have good sense of humor, so we laugh at about just anything.
all right.
And I remnants old memories that was still making me laugh back in the day. And it sets on replay every time.
in your mind.
Yeah, all the time.
So when you replay that, how does that look like in your mind? Is it for me
Like a VHS.
Yeah,
tape
that's what I was
where
gonna
it
say. I was thinking the same thing.
And it goes
You gotta
back.
rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then press play.
Yeah.
For me, I envision that too, but I'm also putting the tape inside, and I hear it click. You know how like
Yeah, I hear it clicking, but I don't see the console. I just see the video and then the effects of it rewinding. And then coming back.
you see the lines on the screen of it
Yeah.
rewinding. Hey man, we got good imagination. So okay.
because that's all we had.
So that reminds me here. Let's see. Oh, so the next question, which that is actually a really good segue. What's a childhood moment that your family won't stop bringing up?
Michael crying on the swing.
He's so sweet though.
Mom is just obsessed with
terrorized.
that because
And now he
think
never
it wa-
cries.
yeah, because it's mom who stuck him in the swing and pushed him, so she was literally traumatizing him. Wow,
See where we get it from?
Yeah,
Like I
Yeah.
said, now he does never cries.
yeah, that's one that gets brought up a lot.
Okay. Do you guys have other different ones or it's the same?
Of what's our question?
It was a childhood moment that your family won't stop bringing up.
I think also the one where Matthew hits me with the bat.
This girl's crazy. She said, "Hit me," and of course he's gonna hit you.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I'm gonna hit you with this bat. Go ahead. That's what it was.
It's like two cavemen for me. That's how I imagined it. Is that how you imagine it too? And they're kind of like they look like the SpongeBob. And when they had explained that scenario, for some reason, I always envisioned them as cavemen with their teeth out and looking at each other like, kind of like Beavis, like, "Go ahead, hit me, do it." Oh my god! Wow,
Yeah, Mom brings that one up all the time.
it's funny though.
That one, and also me putting the key underneath the carpet on the doormat
because
because I left a note for Matthew. Well, how else am I supposed to tell Matthew? Okay, y'all.
The key's in a secret place. Have fun looking.
Because that was when we went to different schools.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
they
he didn't
cell
have his
phones.
key. Yeah. And I think at that point, that's when they decided to give us phones.
What about you, Liz? Childhood moment that your family won't stop bringing up. I just thought of one.
What?
There's like two to the top of my head of her.
This is Charles. Charles. Charles.
Yes, because I couldn't say Charles. Yeah.
That one and the one where she's crying to herself.
Yes,
At
the little princess.
Telling you, I'm destined to be an actress.
Ain't nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
That one and the one where I'm recording Michelle and her head's gone. She's saying her whole thing and then finally I go, Michelle?
I can't see your face.
Instead of stopping me, she let me say my whole speech. And then it's like, Michelle, I can't see your face. It's like, what the hell?
She probably didn't want to interrupt you. Because she knows that if she interrupts you, you're going to get mad at her.
So funny.
Let's see. A childhood moment that your family won't stop bringing up. I don't think I really have one that they won't stop bringing up necessarily. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm gonna pass on this one.
Okay.
Did you have a weird phase growing up? What was the vibe?
A weird phase.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a weird phase. It was just more of a
Like a hobby or what you liked?
alone phase where I cut out doll or cut out people and I just played with it.
Oh yeah, your little paper
It was.
dolls.
I would say people would probably call it weird because
Yeah.
people wouldn't think that I would have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I was just like, I could just reuse them, and if the arm breaks, just tape it back up.
She's being
paper dolls?
efficient.
Yeah, I remember her saying that.
Like, I would draw. I would just draw little stick people, and
'Cause
I'll
we
just
had
play
no
with them.
dolls
We didn't have
growing up.
dolls, remember?
Well, sorry, I did when I was little.
And plus,
but-
I didn't. I think I didn't really want like Barbie dolls either, because I guess they were really big, and I preferred the Polly Pocket ones.
oh,
And I like the teeny ones with the rubber dresses and everything.
yeah, I do not remember you drawing those things.
No, that was in my alone times.
Oh, your long time.
Plus, I don't think you were home around those times.
No,
either.
as soon as I got my car, I was.
Yeah, I don't think you
Yeah.
were. But I just liked staying in the room by myself, and then I'll just play with those.
Aw,
That's what.
that's so cute.
That's when Mom yelled at me because I would play with her plants.
What?
I used the plants with my dolls.
Oh, like a forest or something.
Yeah, and like because they're made out of metal,
Uh-uh.
so you could like bend it and twist it.
Uh,
And then Mom's like, "Stop playing with my pants."
Yeah. I think for me, I think it's just having an imagination and still playing outside. Like at the age of like 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-boyfriend was like, so you're telling me that you're still playing with like dirt and stuff
Yeah.
when you were
dirt.
13 and 14? And I was like, yeah, it's called having an imagination and
playing
just
outside.
playing
Yeah.
Have you seen our playground out there? That was still there for a good years.
at mom and dad's.
Yeah.
It was just a bar. And we still
we still played with it.
Yeah, I remember that because I think when me and my ex dated, yeah, we were like 15. And so he's like, so like just 2 years ago, you stopped playing with dirt? And I'm like, yeah. And so I don't know. I think that was pretty much it. I think it's just, yeah, we just had very big imagination.
Active imagination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is great, which a lot of kids nowadays don't.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
take my kids, for example.
I can't see anything. It's so blind.
Black.
I don't see anything. And then you got one that's like you got to bring back to reality. Like, hey, bro, come back. And he's like, okay. Like the other day, when I would talk to him, and he would be like, yeah, like that. Like he went like that. Like I would ask a question, I'm like, hey, you good? Like, you still want to play games? Or I forgot what I was asking. I was just asking like a yes or no thing.
Mhm.
And he would be like, hands in pocket and be like, yeah. And I'm
Wait,
like,
which one is this? Rowan?
no, Jason.
Okay, Leo.
Yes, he is so delulu. Rowan has like, he's a half, like 50 and 50.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
know?
has to make sense for him, though.
Yes.
Yeah, he's very scientific. It has to make sense.
So factual.
Yeah.
By the book person. He's your Sheldon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
It's okay. Did you have anything that was weird or something?
I honestly don't remember any weird phases.
Wait, she does, I thought.
Hmm.
Didn't she like to chase squirrels?
That wasn't a phase. That was just me being little and chasing squirrels at the park. That's it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
She
that's a
called that
moment that
weird.
people bring up all the time.
Yes, that I love chasing squirrels. That was
Yes,
just
that's it.
me.
I guess, yeah, I don't personally remember, so yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
one's
don't
not gonna work
remember.
for me. We had oldest daughters syndrome.
Yeah.
We were taking care of y'all.
Oh, I was like, Molly and Mitchell had a phase of where they had a specific pillow. And they loved, like,
yeah.
the end of the pillow.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably a texture thing.
Yeah, and I think at
It
one
was
point it
like-
was like a blanket, too, at one point.
No, Matthew was the blanket.
Was it Matthew? had
Matthew was the blanket.
Okay.
His was that specific blue blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just because there was a point that you could make on the tip of the blanket or pillow, and I don't know, I think it was just satisfactory of that point touching the tip of your fingers. It's a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was it tip of your fingers or where your nail bed is? And that's what the
The
little
nail bed
boys
and the
like-
tip. But then they
That's
go
what
on
the
tip of
boys
the
like to
nails.
do to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, the boys do that often too.
I hate that.
But at that point, I was just like, y'all digging a little too hard.
Hey, let them have their moment. Then you had your moment, but it just wasn't a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do it now. So.
Jensen still does it.
Oh,
Like whenever we're laying in bed, going to bed for the night, and he'll take my hand and then he will sit there and like try to like poke it like how you guys say, and I keep doing this to him, be like, stop doing that to my fingers.
I would have been mean and be like, my turn.
Yeah, and we just had a specific blanket or pillow because
Yeah.
that part. Some pillows were too stiff on that area, and some of them were too soft. And so there was that specific one that was like between.
It's definitely the texture. thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next question. Let me see here. I think probably just do a couple more. Let's skip around. Ooh, that one's kind of funny. Okay. What's your funniest, I really thought I was slick moment? This is like my whole
when-
life. Look at her. Look at her debating. She's all. I have volumes and volumes of those.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah.
All the
so-
times that I got caught is when I thought I was being slick.
Okay. Yeah.
Is what
What's
it
your
is.
funniest, I thought I was slick moment?
I think for me it was I was trying to get on the computer like really, really late at night to get on Messenger, because this was when this is during summer, and Chow and his family was in Vietnam visiting for like a month or something like that. And the only way we could talk was through Messenger, but I had to do it like late at night because, you know, the timing's opposite. So I would try to sneak onto the computer like around like 11, 12 p.m., 12 a.m. around there to try and just like chit chat with him for a bit, right? And I swear to God, I was like the quietest little mouse coming out of the bedroom and getting onto the computer and, you know, turning it on and everything like that. I was on there for like maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes or whatever. And then, of course, I hear mom and dad's door open. So I was like, shit. So I turned off the monitor and I go hide behind the couch. And, of course, here comes mom. She just moseys on over and, like, stands next to me while I'm, like, hiding. She's like, what are you doing up? Go to bed.
She probably heard you, or because she was probably already up.
She has really good hearing.
Yeah.
She was always a light sleeper. That's what it
Yeah.
was. But like I said, I was so confident that I was like super quiet and all that. But no.
That's why all y'all so quiet, like know how to sneak around, huh? Trying to sneak around your mom.
Yeah, it's always our mom.
But it never works, so.
Yeah. Yet we still kept trying.
It's
She
a mom
somehow had a
intuition though
hunch.
too.
Yeah.
She's probably like, someone's acting crazy. My mom dar went off.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I don't know.
Okay.
The only one I can think of is when I was trying to pretend to sleep with her boys in the dark.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
then they'll sit there and like
Staring.
Really good
in the
vision.
dark,
Yeah.
and you could. It was like to where like my eyes adjusted to the dark, and you could see his eyes like blinking at me, and I'm just like, oh damn it, he's not sleeping yet.
Still thinking this?
No, I think it's just one of those, white lies you tell kids that, oh, we'll do it next time. And then, like, literally next time they'll remember. And they'll put you in check. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yep, they're at that age now. They'll remember.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So around my kids, don't make any promises you can't
Yeah,
keep.
they will remember.
Mm. I don't think I have any. I was too scared to do anything slick, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Oh, there was one.
Oh.
Kinda.
For you?
Yeah, I think it was like senior year. I think Dad had told me like no to go. I think it was like at the back to school bash or something like that for my senior year.
Uh-huh.
And like all the senior girls were going, and so I was like, oh, let's just go. Because I think at this point, like me and some of the senior girls didn't get along anymore, and
Uh-huh.
so when we all decided to go together, I was like, oh, maybe this is a good time to like reconnect.
Yeah.
So I think I asked Dad if I can go, and he said no, but I ended up like sneaking out anyway.
Mhm.
I think I told him that I was gonna go hang out with some of the friends or whatever, but we won't go to the bash or whatever. And we end up going, and we all piled into my friend's car, and I think it was one of the stops before you get to the high school, and we stopped. And then my parents and their car comes right next to ours.
Why do I not remember this?
And then I see it, I duck down like this, right? And then my stupid ass friend, she rolled down the window and goes, your daughter's here. And then they turned and looked like, stepped back up, and I was like, hi.
See?
Was
The universe hates us.
was that like after the bash?
This
Or
was
before?
going to the bash.
Oh, then I mean,
I'm
like,
guessing they were going
you
to
said
either-
that you were gonna hang out with friends, but they didn't know where you were going.
Yeah, but I just, I don't know.
See? The universe hates us, Anna.
Yeah. And then they were like, where are you going? And then my friends are like, oh, we're going to go to the school for the bash. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Girl, shut up. You know? It's like, geez.
Did you not tell them that's why?
I think they just thought it was funny because I was
Oh.
like sneaking out. I told them I think I was sneaking out
Oh.
and stuff. But it was fine. I guess Dad and them, I think, finally saw who I was hanging out with. And they're like, okay, well, have fun.
It's because they were Hmong people, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. If it was me, they'd be like, get in the car right now.
Yeah. See, the only time Mom them let me go out, hang out with friends, is because they knew it was a Hmong friend. If it was a different kind of friend, then they were like, no.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we'll just have time for like one more question. So let me see here. Okay. Okay, here you go. If your most iconic moment had a theme song, what would it be?
I don't think I have an iconic moment.
You know?
I was gonna say, I think your prom, going home from prom, was
Iconic.
iconic.
From that formal?
Yeah, from that formal. Yeah, that's kind of iconic. What
It
song
is.
would be playing
I don't
in your
know.
head?
Yeah.
I see red.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's what I want the song would be. Yes, that'd be mine.
I don't know. I'm like, what iconic moment do I have?
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't think y'all's is ever as bad as mine.
Mine are always about like bodily fluid because I always have to go to the bathroom. TMI. And it's always like weird. Like, I don't know if I ever told you guys, there's this moment where when I was still living in Tahlequah, and
Yeah.
then I went to go to the park with one of my friends, and then we were eating papaya, and then I had this moment where I needed to go to the bathroom, right? After just taking a couple bites. And then I go in there's no toilet paper. Yeah.
No.
But then stuff like that happens to me so much. Like, I'm so traumatized. So I always have to make sure there's toilet paper where I go now.
Yeah.
But I think my theme song probably
Kwang Su's.
Yeah. Kwang Su's about that.
St. Agnes Train or song.
Dun, 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 dun. Yep. When I look and then the toilet paper roll is empty or there's nothing there and I keep pawing at it.
Or the sad violins. Do you know that one?
That one?
Yeah, that one, and there's another. I think there's a sad piano one too. I have to look for it.
Yeah. Well, either way, yeah. TMI, but that stuff always happens to me, so I'm always like traumatized. But that's my moment.
What about
Molly?
you two?
Nice.
I can't think of any.
I don't want to say it's an iconic moment, but it was a very, very embarrassing moment.
Okay.
Like, it was with me, some of my girl cousins, the mole girl cousins, and our aunt. And we finished watching a movie at a movie theater, and I just really needed to go. Were you there?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It was so embarrassing, you guys.
Girl, I already said that I need to go.
I don't know if there's any other girls that were in the bathroom. If they were really quiet.
But we all went to the bathroom. I think Molly was there. I forgot what movie we watched.
It was something because Matthew and Michael were outside the door, outside the bathrooms waiting for us.
Yeah. And I'm going to open my egg here a little bit, but...
Oh no. Not you doing it to yourself.
Well, again, I had to go to the bathroom, and we all decided to go together. And I was just like, okay, I'm feeling a little gassy. And so, like, you know how as girls, we kind of, like, strategically fart sometimes, especially in, like, a public bathroom. That's what I thought I was doing, but apparently
She
it
had
did
no
not.
strategy. No
It just-
strategy.
It came out. Like, it was like, it was boom.
I thought it was. You're like, sorry. I swore she said, sorry, girls, I have to. And then she just let it out.
I didn't know it was going to be that big.
And then us girls were laughing so loud to where when we came out, Matthew, they were like, what are you guys laughing so hard for? We could hear you guys from outside the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so embarrassing. Like, it was like the ones where, like, it was... it echoed.
The ones that are on the sound effects thing, kind of noise.
On the soundboard.
Yeah, it echoed, and, like, there was a quietness after.
Because everybody was that shocked, like,
And then all of us start laughing right after. It was
Oh
so-
my god. And then, like, we all left, and then we were like, hopefully it was just us in the bathroom. If there was any other girl, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. If there was, they had a good laugh.
yeah.
Yeah, it was big.
Okay, well, I think that this is a good way to end the episode here.
Boom.
This was really fun.
It was big. It was
Wait,
loud.
do that by itself so we can clip that and use it. Ready? Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
And then whoever's editing can make it echo.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thank you so much for joining us and just like laughing along with us, crying or poking fun back at us, because sometimes you just gotta laugh. So thank you so much for listening. Again, catch us on Spotify and YouTube, and follow us on our socials at Thickosaurs. And thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.